How's it going, everybody? Jackson Fuller here, Star News high school sports reporter, and I'm joined by a very special guest for our third edition of the Zoom Time interviews. Saniya Rivers, junior basketball player with Ashley. Saniya, how's it going? How is quarantine life going for you?
What day struggle at first, but I think I'm used to it now.
And Saniya, what has been the high schoolers' perspective like with all of this? What are your friends and you talking about when I guess it's really the only thing going on is this virus right now.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. High school is just supposed to be in seasons right now. I know me personally, I was supposed to be in track season right now. I was going to compete in two events. Other sports like soccer, lacrosse are canceled. So some of my friends in those sports are kind of bummed that they can't play, especially since they're seniors and it being their last year playing high school sports. So it's definitely a hard topic to talk about.
I know you've got some friends from the Raleigh area too, who played that you play basketball with. What have you talked to them at all about? Especially the girls on the Southeast Raleigh team. They're kind of waiting to play in their state championship.
Yeah, I've talked to a few of them. They're obviously bummed about it, but they honestly felt that they had a strong chance at winning it all as well as I. But I mean, it's definitely it sucks. I mean, they made it that far to not even be able to play in the championship. And I know for Anya, the senior, it's definitely hard for her and Jamia and a few of the others. But those are the main two that I've talked to.
It's hard. There's nothing we can do to control it. We kind of just have to let time pass. What are you doing to stay in shape? Are you still doing basketball workouts as often as you can?
Yeah, at the beginning of this whole virus thing, I was still able to get in the gym with my trainer. So we were working on some stuff, sprints, basketball related things. And then once they started like closing gyms down, we had to go outside and we had to do FaceTime workouts. So she'd be on one end doing her part and I'd be on the other end doing my part. So still getting in shape.
And aside from working out, what are you doing? Whoa, a magic door appearing in my screen. Aside from working out, what are you kind of doing to spend your time now? We all have a lot of spare time on our hands at the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been catching up on Netflix shows, spending more time with my family. We've been playing a lot of cards lately. My dad taught me how to play a new game, so we've been going head to head with that. And then just really a lot of eating, sleeping. I mean, probably everything that a typical high schooler is doing right now.
Definitely. What's the go-to Netflix show and the go-to card game right now for y'all?
Definitely all American.
Yeah.
But that one off, I finished that, so I watched On My Block. That was really good too. And the card game is Spades, so it's
Nice. That's a
definitely
good one. That's a great
yeah.
one. Are you do you team up with your dad, or are you going against your dad in that one?
Nah, we're going head to head, no teams.
So how has this changed recruiting for you? Was this a time where you should be using those official visits, or would it be more unofficial visits? How has this kind of changed your recruitment right now?
Well, I had two home visits left, so I was supposed to get those done. I was definitely supposed to be visiting campuses now that basketball was slowing down a little bit. But now I'll have to, everything's going to be crammed because I have to visit multiple colleges in a small amount of time. So, mm,
Yeah, and like I said, like we have both kind of said, this sucks, and there's nothing really much we can do, but we'll all adjust, I guess, once we get past it. It's just a matter of getting past it. You don't have to tell me what any specifics about any school, but what are some things that you're looking for when you make a decision that you'd like the school that you choose to kind of have?
just a family based setting. I need at least one coach on the coaching staff that I can run to with my problems when I can't run to my parents about it. Something that can't be talked about on the phone, obviously, because I can call my parents; they're one call away. But obviously, a team that I feel that I can fit into with my skill set. Like where will I fit in with this basketball program? Can I help take this basketball program to another level? I mean, just little stuff like that.
Mhm. And I'm just going to rattle off your top 12. Just be stone faced. Don't give away any hits for anyone that hasn't seen it yet. Saniya is down to, in no particular order, Tennessee, UNCW, South Carolina, Maryland, Florida State, NCA&T, North Carolina, Notre Dame, UConn, NC State, Duke, and Indiana. Saniya, those are some incredible teams. I know we're all going to be interested where you choose. But what's maybe the one thing about basketball that hasn't come easy to you over the years? What's something that you really have to try and work on? Because when you're out there on the floor, it all looks so easy, but I have to imagine a lot of hard work goes into that.
Yeah, definitely move into the next play. After I make a mistake, I'll hold on to it for like the rest of the quarter, or if it's crunch time, I'll hold on to it the rest of the game. And sometimes it'll result in like mistake after mistake after mistake. So what I definitely have to work on before I go to the next level is forgetting about the next play and just moving on to the next one.
And that's obviously something that just comes with playing the game a lot more. I know as someone that's watched you, you've gotten a lot better at that from your freshman year to now your junior year. And I mean, that's got to be something. I know you want to keep working on it, but have you been
Yeah,
able to notice that you've been able to improve that part of your game?
definitely. It was terrible freshman year, just pouting, missing a layup, pouting, going back down the court, and then letting the offense score because I was pouting. So now it's definitely just a mind thing. You watching me probably wouldn't know that I was irritated, but me in my mind, I know I'm still irritated by the past play. So.
You mentioned your freshman year. How big was that to have girls like Lexi and Jensen, two seniors, to kind of help you through that first freshman year on varsity?
Oh man, it was like they made it easy for me, coming in out of middle school, then making it all the way to like the final four my freshman year. It was easy with those two. So it was like I had a ball handler, I had a shooter. Then they could switch. The other was a ball handler, the other was a shooter. So I couldn't ask for anything else my freshman year.
Awesome. Did you play? I know you do track and field in high school. Did you play any other sports growing up? What were the other things that Saniya Rivers was getting into when basketball wasn't in her hand?
That was about it. It was just a basketball back then. I didn't start running track until my freshman year. So basketball was just all I knew.
Awesome. All right, last question for you. I like to ask everybody one final question. For you, NBA playoffs or March Madness, which one are you more bummed we might not be able to watch this year with the coronavirus kind of going on?
Oh, March Madness for sure, because you'll never know who's gonna win because it could be anybody's game. It's March Madness, like you never know.
Awesome. Great. Well, Saniya, I appreciate it so much for you joining me. Stay safe and healthy. Good luck with everything, recruiting, and hopefully we get out of this sooner rather than later so we can see you on a court sometime soon. Thank you so much again for joining me, Saniya.
Thank you.